MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell is raging after he was served yet another eviction notice for a Minnesota warehouse. The Star Tribune reported that Lindell was facing a hearing in Scott County District Court on June 23rd because he failed to pay the rent for June and July on a 374,000 square foot property in Shakopee. Lindell reportedly owes about $447,603. Yikes. That follows a previous eviction, which was ordered by a Scott County judge to vacate another Shakopee warehouse after the property's landlord showed the company had owed more than $200,000 in back rent. MyPillow was sent at least 4 default notices over 6 months before it was evicted from the property. So, wow, not good. Not good at all. Now, the lumpy pillow pusher, of course, has downplayed these reports, saying, well, I didn't actually need the warehouse. Oh, really? Really? I was planning on subleasing it, and, at the last minute, the people that were going to sublease it from me, they have backed out, so I was left holding the bag. What are you going to do? And then said that he had made a settlement or an agreement with the owner to then leave the warehouse. And he said he didn't use it, hasn't used it since 2023. So now, if he's telling the truth, and with Mike Lindell, you never really know what's the truth or what's delusion. Why would he no longer need that warehouse? Why would the company not need a warehouse that they had previously used? Perhaps it is because sales are not so good. Maybe he doesn't need as big of an inventory because he's not doing a lot of sales. That's just my guess. Look, he's lost a ton of money. I think it's pretty clear. He's admitted it himself. Hey, I've been spending millions of dollars on this election fraud stuff. Okay, so I would think that this is the likely story, is that he just doesn't have the money anymore. And now that first one happened back in March, and now we have this report, another delinquent warehouse. So now this time he responded by saying that, no, I made a settlement. Okay, we will not be kicked out in the streets. That is an actual literal quote from Mike Lindell. We won't be kicked out in the streets. There's some confusion there because one group brought it from another group. We don't have the same landlord. It was waiting on who we would pay, not if we're going to pay. Of course we're going to pay. Yeah, of course you were. Yes, Mike, sure. Sure thing. Let's get you to bed, Mike, okay? Let's get you into the straitjacket, okay? What are you going to pay them with? I don't think they're going to take pillow fluff as a payment, okay? The guy's broke as hell. He couldn't even pay his legal team, all right? Couldn't pay his legal team. Couldn't, pay the rent in some of his warehouses. He's lost millions of dollars. He's sunk a whole bunch of money into this Prove Mike Wrong challenge that ended up proving him wrong. And so he owes $5 million for that. There's the impending lawsuits from Smartmatic, Dominion, voting systems for defamation. And so, yeah, and of course the reduced businesses, because really not a lot of people want to do business with the pillow guy anymore because he's an embarrassment. He would get Fox News in trouble for, going on the air. And of course he attacks Fox News now. He's like, oh, Fox News, they never have me on to talk about election stuff. Well, that's because you would get them sued. Okay, because it turns out that the stuff that you're saying about the elections is not true. Shocker, right? Shocker. But again, this guy, it just always ceases to amaze me how much, he has just, first of all, how fortunate he was. I'm going to go from a guy who was, was on crack to multi-million dollars, his face is ever just got. I remember the pillow commercials all the time. Oh, my pillow. Going from what would be a success story to now this. To a guy that is pissing everything away for someone who will never reciprocate. For Donald Trump specifically, okay, and his election fraud charges, okay, his allegations, which again are backed up with zero evidence. And so I couldn't imagine taking what would have been a success story and turning it around, pissing it away for Donald Trump, who doesn't give a damn about the pillow guy and would never lift a finger to help him, much less put him in at the Department of Homeland Security, which is what he was asking for the other day. So again, this is just absolutely ridiculous on the part of Mike Lindell, and just another example of Donald Trump sinking yet another person in his orbit. How many more people is he going to take down before the people around him get the hint? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.